All right, our next picture here is a sphere. The only thing you need to know about a sphere to find anything, volume or surface area, is its radius. And notice it does ask for volume and surface area. All right, so it's asking for both pieces of information. More often than not on a homework problem, and sometimes even on tests, people only give me one of the two answers. It asks for both, they give me one. They don't even identify what it is. I don't even know how to grade that most of the time. So make sure that if it's asking for both things, that you identify both things and don't just say 625 and 847. Volume equals this, surface area equals that. Identify your answers as what they are so I know that you know what you're finding. Spheres are formulas. Some people just remember right off the top of their head. Other people forget like the next day. I'll tell you right now, like 3 minutes later, what was the volume formula for a sphere again? I don't know. But for me personally, I learned my formulas by writing them down until I memorized them. Every time I had to look them up, I wrote them down. Eventually I didn't have to write them down anymore because I didn't have to look them up anymore because they were stuck in my brain. That's how it worked for me. You guys know how your brain works, so do whatever it takes to learn these. But the volume formula for a sphere is 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. The only dimension you need to know is the radius. The surface area formula for a sphere is 4 pi r squared. The only thing you need to know is the radius. Every time you get a sphere problem, guess what they're going to give you? The radius. Yes. The only time they won't give you the radius is if they say the volume of a sphere is this, find the radius. They might do that. You know this, and you got to find that, you got to solve the equation for r. The surface area is this, find r. So you have to put the surface area there, find r. So every one of these formulas has variables. V is a variable, r is a variable. Most times they're asking you to find this and find this, so knowing what r is necessary. Now going back to what I did with Braden a few minutes ago when he said the radius squared times pi was the area formula for a circle, right? And I squared the radius in my head. I recommend cubing the radius in your head, squaring the radius in your head, as long as the number's small like 3. If the radius is 23, use a calculator. I have no idea what 23 cubed. Anybody else? 23 squared. If I had sat there and thought about it for a second, maybe. All right, it's one of those I was supposed to memorize back in the day, 529 maybe. All right. I was probably wrong, but oh well. Anyway, volume's 4 pi r cubed over 3. So watch this. Volume equals 4 pi, oops, I'm not even going to write pi. 4 times 3.14 times 27 divided by 3. Get my calculator out here real quick. All right. So I figured out my volume. I figured out exactly what I needed to type in my calculator to find the volume. The way you type in a bunch of stuff divided by 3 is you type in all the top stuff first. 4 times 3.14 times 27 divided by 3 equals. Just like that, it spits out the answer, 113.04. What kind of unit is going to be on that?
Centimeters cubed.
Centimeters cubed. Volume is always cubic, and to remember that with this is real simple. Radius is cubed. All right, so cubic units. The surface area formula is 4 pi r squared, so it's 4 times pi, which is 3.14, times r squared. Radius is 3. 3 squared is 9. Again, I'm not writing 3 squared on my paper. I'm just going to square 3 in my head, write it on my paper. So I just got a simple multiplication problem to work out. Again, my calculator knows the answer. I type it in. 4 times 3.14 times 9 equals, and my calculator says, oh, 113.04. That is a coincidence. It only happens when the radius is 3. The circumference and area of a circle are the same when the radius is 2. This is the only radius that has a volume and surface area of the same number. All right. A cubic centimeter is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. A square centimeter is only 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. So even though the numbers are the same, the amount of space is much bigger on this one. All right, keep that in mind. But again, volume, surface area. Identify the answer as what it is. Give me the answer. Give me the correct unit. Surface area, answer, correct unit. Make sure that when you're asked to find volume, surface area, sphere, that's what your paper should look like. All right? Don't Just give me one or the other and not label it. And again, a lot of times I see people do this. They won't have that, they'll just have numbers on their paper. I don't know what answers what. I mean, I know that's volume and that's surface area because they put the units. Sometimes they don't put the units either. They just put 113.04 and 113.04. In this case, they're the same, so I could probably figure it out, but what if they're different? So give me more rather than less when you're writing stuff on your paper. Always give me answers. If you're looking for volume, call it V, surface area, SA. Make sure that I know that you know what you're talking about when you're doing these.